Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I like to do is just to give you a bonus reading, and today we're going to be focusing on sex, okay? I like to first start off by just welcoming any new viewers or subscribers to my channel. I certainly appreciate that, okay? And for those of you loyals, welcome back. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on and just use my more erotic cards today. And ladies and gentlemen, if this reading resonates with you guys, be sure to like and share. And be sure to subscribe if you've yet to subscribe, okay? So let's go on and get started here and see what we have. I want to start off with just examining the cards that, fell to the bottom of the deck here. We have both the Four of Swords, okay? And we have as well the Queen of Pentacles here. So with the Four of Swords, ladies and gentlemen, Jupiter is in Libra, okay? And of course, it represents air signs. And what this card is all about, contemplation, patience, and recuperation here. So this card is telling you that it's certainly time for a pause here. It's time for you to really take some time to really reevaluate your situation before making a haphazard decision, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for you to take out for you, okay? I feel that many of you seem to have reached an impasse here. More than likely, it seems that it's more so connected with an ex I'm getting. Either the two of you are not currently having sex, or you and an existing partner might not be having sex, all right? And I feel that also some of you even might see celibacy perhaps as your best option at this time, okay? And this might be due to, for some of you, someone being sick or someone being in the hospital, or someone could even, in fact, be incarcerated, okay? And for those of you who are single, you might just simply be feeling a sense of boredom and feeling depressed and just feeling a sense of loneliness, okay? Because I'm feeling that some of you seem to be pressing for results a little bit too hard, or you're just pushing yourself to the limits here I'm getting. And I feel that many of you need to regroup because you really feel stressed, and I feel that you really feel out of touch, and some of you might even have had, or you will have, an involvement I'm getting here with. Perhaps it looks like that it might even potentially be with someone who might even be married, ladies and gentlemen. And then you have that Queen of Pentacles there that, connects with that bottom card. So I feel that, it looks like, as I said, this ex wants to really return to you, I'm getting. Because he or she really sees you, ladies and gentlemen, exactly as this Queen of Pentacles there. Okay? The ex sees you as being very successful, you know? As someone who is very business savvy, okay? As someone that's very talented, nurturing, and someone who really cares. They see you as an individual who always carry yourself as being very self-assured, very thoughtful. So I'm getting here that you're going to either meet someone who possesses those qualities, ladies and gentlemen, or you're going to renew your situation either with this ex, or it could be with someone existing I'm getting here. All right? But keep in mind, the Four of Swords is kind of telling you that you might need to pause and think about your situation a bit more, particularly if it, comes to you kind of going back in time here. All right? So let's go on and take a look at your past and see what you may have already experienced here, okay? And what we have here, the card that we're going to be using here is we have the Eight of Swords, ladies and gentlemen. And with that card, Jupiter is in Gemini. So I feel that in the past, you know, I'm feeling that it looks like there were a lot of mind games played, a lot of arguing and finger pointing. And I feel that it looks like many of you were in denial about your situation here. Okay? And you were in denial so much so that you were in fact involved in a third party situation. I think many of you knew this, okay? And this situation brought about a lot of obstacles. Even some you might, I'm feeling that even some of you, or perhaps someone with whom you dealt, I feel that, it looks like they were constantly getting locked up, I'm getting, or just, they were in prison in some way that I'm kind of feeling with this card. All right? Your past is showing me crisis after the next that you experienced here. And I'm feeling that it is connected with an ex. And I feel that, many of you felt very restricted, or you felt that you were in a dead end type situation. So much so, I feel that you had a lot of fear that you didn't want to let it go here. And you were holding on to this situation with dear life, okay? And I feel that this situation may cause you to become very perplexed sexually here. And ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand that the Eight of Swords here, it follows all of the cheating of the Seven of Swords here. All right? So keep that in mind. It follows betrayal. All right? So let's move on and see what's lurking in your present. All right? We have the Six of Chalices, okay? So it's clearly an ex that seems to want to come back and rekindle things for you guys. Because with this card, the sun is in Scorpio. So this card is all about pleasant memories. It's all about nostalgia. So I feel that it is certain appears that this ex will reappear in some fashion, I'm getting. And I'm feeling that, again, they're only reappearing, ladies and gentlemen, because of you being this Queen of Pentacles. They realized that the grass just wasn't greener on the other side here. All right? And there's a hoping in there, there's wishing that they can come back. And in fact, in this instance, they really can wish in one hand and shit in the other one and see which hand gets filled first. That's what my mother used to tell me. Okay? So, again, let's get back to this card here. So I feel that he or she really wants to kind of sex you up and to experience that cloud nine feeling that the two of you once shared. Because I definitely see you hearing again from this person, and many of you may have already kind of received some movements in that direction, or you know, and it's going to be, it looks like it's going to be multiple exes or multiple people that you may have had some type of sexual involvement, okay? But someone wants to apologize and to reconcile his or her differences with you. And whomever he or she is, this person really does see you as a soulmate, ladies and gentlemen. But again, you'll have to make a decision here. It's really your choice. But you have to keep in mind of the things that transpired in the past, all right? And more than likely, if you go back, it's going to happen again, all right? So, again, take some time and think about things, because I see that there are other appealing options that are going to be coming up for you guys. Again, some of you could meet that Queen of Pentacles type personality, and it could be a male or female. All right. Let's move on and see then in your situation things that are really not important, things that you really shouldn't place too much emphasis on. You have the Ten of Chalices here, ladies and gentlemen. So with that card, Mars is in Pisces. So certainly, ladies and gentlemen, now is not the time to wallow in your self-pity. It's not the time, ladies and gentlemen, to internalize ill feelings towards someone, or even, in fact, to come across as peaceful, or to even try to restore harmony for that matter, okay? And we know the reason why. Because we know that the person that's trying to re-enter your life has some type of agenda in mind, okay? So be smart. You are a mental sign. Be very smart with yourself, okay? And be very vigilant. So since we've examined what's not important, let's move right along and look at then what is important, okay? Where should you be placing your emphasis on? We have the Nine of Pentacles there, ladies and gentlemen. So with that card, Venus is in Virgo. So it's certainly now important for you to continue to show your independence, ladies and gentlemen, to continue to take advantage of opportunities as they reveal themselves. It's important that you promote yourself, your business, ladies and gentlemen, or simply things that you really want to manifest. It's time that you value your own self-worth. It's time that you be at peace with yourself, ladies and gentlemen, and be happy with just who you are. Even if it means for some of you being alone, okay? And understand, ladies and gentlemen, that money certainly does not buy happiness, okay? It's time that you really know yourself, okay? So let's look at what your potential challenges might be, in terms of, with this sexual situation, or in terms of what is going to appear with you and this ex. And you have to make a choice, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So we have the Six of Swords as being a challenge. And okay, and we have two sixes in your reading here. So when you have two sixes, that shows that there's a lot of irritation and agitation that you're going to be feeling as well here. So with the Six of Swords, Mercury is in fact in Aquarius, okay? So what appears to be a challenge with this is that, I feel, you're going to clearly find it very arduous to walk away from your situation, because I do see some of you going back to this situation. Of course, it's your choice. I'm not here to make any judgment. It will be very challenging for you to see things in other ways. You just have a narrow, rigid perspective, I'm getting. It would be a challenge for you because many of you want to maintain the status quo. A lot of us have a fear of change here. All right. But without change, you can't grow. Okay. A lot of you would have problems trying to change your attitude about the situation and what occurred here. And in fact, like I said, you will have a problem letting the situation go, because I do feel that there is still some love there, but you've been hurt, you've been backstabbed, you've been, called everything but the child of God. Yet, you still want to cling on to the past. All right? So let's move right along here, ladies and gentlemen, and just see, what might be hidden in your situation, or what may come as unexpected that you are not aware of here. All right? And so we have the Knave of Wands there. So with that card, of course, that connects with fire signs. So again, I feel that, of course, you're going to receive a call or a text here from someone. It looks like someone younger, I'm getting. Someone ardent, someone who really wants to sex you up, and it looks like, as I said, it seems to be an ex. And even possibly someone new for some of you. And I feel that some of you, as I said, you are going to reconnect. But here again, understand that this knave tends to be very, very immature. This knave tends to be here one day and gone the next here. Okay, so your efforts might prove to be fruitless in the end. All right, because I still feel that you may not get what you really want here. All right, so let's see what is a likely outcome, or the result, of all of the cards that I've already discussed here, if you continue on as you are. And you have a very good card here, ladies and gentlemen. You have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so this card further echoes the fact that this ex wants a new beginning with you. All right, and it shows that you're going to have to make a choice, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't feel that this ex is ever going to go away. And I don't think this situation is never ever going to be resolved on its own accord. I feel that one of you is going to have to take the first step, I feel. But I still feel that despite it all, I see a very strong magnetic sexual attraction coming towards you, or you're going to simply renew your attachment. It looks like perhaps with an existing person with whom you are already dealing. Okay, so let's go on and just shuffle up a few more cards here, because I like to give you some additional advice into your situation here. So let's see what other information that we can get out of this. Spirit, give us some more advice regarding air sign romantic situation. What other messages that they need to hear? Okay, all right. Don't run from the darkness, ladies and gentlemen, is what this card is saying. Embrace your shadow side. Isn't that funny? I just actually did a reading on shadow type readings here. Okay? Ask yourself, what aspect of yourself have you been afraid to kind of look at or to address? Okay, and some of you may want to go back and look at that shadow reading again to see, if it's something that you've overlooked. Okay? Understand that. I understand a lot of you are in pain, but you heal, ladies and gentlemen, by releasing, not by suppressing things. All right? Ask yourself, what emotions do you need to feel, ladies and gentlemen? Okay? And which one of the things that I did say throughout the reading is that you're going to have to be a bit more vigilant in your situation, particularly with this ex, ladies and gentlemen, because I feel that, and this card is kind of confirming saying, things are not what they seem. You are only trapped by your illusions, ladies and gentlemen. And you have to ask yourself, what freedom do you seek? Because everything is simply a reflection. Hold up the energetic mirror, ladies and gentlemen. Ask yourself, what do you need in your life that you're not currently getting, ladies and gentlemen? Okay? Now I'm going to shuffle up a few more cards here. And with this, I'm going to tell you a few things that you might want to consider letting go or surrender as you move forward with these last few days of this year. Okay, let's see. It's a very clear sign here that you really need to surrender unhealthy relationships. Try to let go of relationships that really don't serve you, including unavailable or even, in fact, toxic people. Because you deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people, ladies and gentlemen. Surrender to effortlessness. Basically, as I've already told you in the reading, that perhaps going back, it may not produce the results that you would want here. Okay? So try to stop pushing yourself too hard, because the art of living means going with the flow instead of really trying to force the river here. And most important, surrender to complete healing here. Okay? Try to open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that really support your physical, your emotional, as well as, ladies and gentlemen, your spiritual healing. Now, since all of the cards are kind of echoing that you need to let someone go from your past, I'm going to go over and select 20 letters from this bag of 200 letters here to kind of give you some indication of who this person might be, okay, that you may need to let go, or in fact, who the ex is that's coming into your life here, because I see that there are multiple exes here. So I'm going to do these letters, and again, it may spell out the person's entire name or nickname or just some portions of that name here to kind of give you some indications of who it is, okay? So let's see. And I'm going to select the letters not only for the ex, but also for the new person that also might be coming into your life here. So you pretty much look at it from that angle here, but we're going to focus more on this ex that's kind of coming into your arena. And many of you probably already know who he or she is, okay? So let's see. All right. We have an L, a P, another L, a G, a W, an E, another E, we have a D, a B, an O, an E, an L. Okay, we need 8 more letters, and then I'm going to call them back to you. have a T, an A, an R, an S, another A, a V. Okay, two more letters, and then I call them back to ensure that you have them. We have an A, and we have an X. All right, so let me call them back to you to make sure you have all of the letters. There are three L's. Okay, there are three E's, one W. There's a P, a G, a B. There are three A's, an X, D, S, R, O, T, and V. All right. So, in conclusion today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to close by just reading a special postcard that Spirit is directing me to tell you today, or just to read to you here. Okay, so we're going to close off in that. Let's see, I have the postcard right here. So let's see what it says. Dearest you, we here on the other side have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic or erotic love, although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was first created by love. Spirit sends love to animate life and birth into existence. Love is without conditions, and it is based in reverence and a fierce and joyful respect for life. Love thrives when you focus on it, and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as other, separate from, better or less than, etc. When you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Can you let go of what is not love and ask, what will love do? Love is waiting for you always and forever. We just adore you over here. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the message that I have for you. Again, I certainly hope that this message has offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share. Send me over your comments. And if you'd like to schedule a more personal reading, you can contact me at will.brown at watconsultinginc.net. Enjoy your evening. Thanks a lot.